Good evening. Does new speed data show that Metro officer John Anderson was partly to blame in the crash that cost him his life? Tonight, the Fraternal Order of Police is firing back against those claims from the attorney of the 17-year-old facing charges in Anderson's death.
And this new at 10, News Channel 5's Jason Lamb joins us from the site of the accident on July 4th. And Jason, this information actually came directly from the two cars involved, right?
That's right, from what essentially is the black boxes in the two cars involved, from Jayona Brown's car and from the patrol car of Officer Anderson. There seems to be agreement between the attorney for Jayona Brown and the president of the Fraternal Order of Police on the number of causes behind the 4th of July crash that killed Metro Police Officer John Anderson.
There's two things that caused this crash.
There's two things that caused that wreck that morning.
But the two sides differ on what two things.
The first is that Jayona Brown ran from police and violated the law. The second is she ran a red light and crashed into John Anderson.
My client ran a flashing red light. Officer Anderson was going too fast.
Brown's attorney, Mickey Gibson, says data from both the car Brown was driving and Anderson's patrol car shows Officer Anderson was going more than 70 miles per hour in the seconds before the crash at Interstate Drive and Woodland Street. Officers are only allowed to travel 10 miles an hour over the speed limit during emergencies. The posted speed there is 35 miles per hour. Gibson says the data shows Brown was traveling around only 40 miles an hour.
If we'd have taken away that Officer Anderson wasn't going too fast, it wouldn't have happened. So it's the combined negligence of both parties that caused this collision.
The Fraternal Order of Police says all of the blame lies with Brown, none with the officer.
If he thinks by some stretch of the imagination that Officer Anderson's speed makes him complicit in this accident, I don't know how he sleeps at night.
But how will the speed data play in court? That's a question we may find an answer to later this week. That's because Jayona Brown faces a juvenile court detention hearing on Thursday, where a judge will decide if she gets to be released before a trial. Live in Nashville tonight, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.